Yes, after the swearing in of Kithure Kindiki as a deputy president, President William Ruto has come out to castigate his former deputy, Rigathi GACHAGUA, as a person who never knew his duty. After the swearing in of Kithure Kindiki, it is now very clear that William Ruto was pushing hard for Rigathi GACHAGUA to go as soon as yesterday so that Kithure Kindiki can come in the picture. In fact, President William Ruto has succeeded into dividing the mountain. So it will be upon Kindiki to see if he can unite the mountain, which I think will be very difficult because he comes from the minority of the mountain. The reason as to why very many key figures from the mountain have ascended to the president or the deputy president is because majority are Kikuyus in the mountain. And Kithure Kindiki has a big mountain to climb to bring the mountain together. So today, William Ruto came out to this Rigathi GACHAGUA to also ask Kithure Kindiki to help him to run the presidency, which was a clear sign that William Ruto had become fed up with GACHAGUA. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the comments which were made by William Ruto against GACHAGUA, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, first of all, William Ruto put out a plan to discriminate Rigathi GACHAGUA to isolate Mountain Kenya, most especially the Kikuyu candidates. He branded Rigathi GACHAGUA tribal. I know Rigathi GACHAGUA had made a lot of statements about Murima, but every leader in Mountain Kenya, like 90%, are all tribal. In fact, politics in Kenya is done based on tribe. It's the reason as to why even when Ruto was picking a deputy picked from Mountain Kenya, he would have picked a Kisii, but because politics is tribal in Kenya, he decided to do so. So even when Kindiki had been sworn in, President William Ruto came out to tackle Rigathi GACHAGUA about his shareholding narrative, to beseech Kindiki to work for everyone. And if you heard that message, it was tailored to fit Rigathi GACHAGUA because Rigathi GACHAGUA has been successfully branded as incompetent, as tribal, even with leaders who have seen very many times galvanizing their community to support them. On several occasions, I've seen the Speaker of Parliament, Moses Wetangula, asking for Luhya unit, Mudavadi asking for Luhya unit, and others, yet they were in the forefront of calling Rigathi GACHAGUA tribal, which is so unfortunate. So today, William Ruto went out to call out Rigathi GACHAGUA that is tribal. Of course, he didn't mention any name because he's a master in communication. And we all know if he communicates, we can know where the message is tailored. Before I proceed, let me first give you the tape as William Ruto was calling Rigathi GACHAGUA tribal. Here's the tape.
Every MCA knows that they were never voted by all the people in their ward. Every member of parliament knows the same, that they were never voted by all the people in their constituency. And so does my friends governors. They know that not everybody in their county voted for them. But they also know that they must serve all the people, whether they voted for them or did not vote for them. Professor, you and me have the honor to serve the people of Kenya. And as I have said before, we will serve the people of Kenya equally, those who voted for us and those who did not vote for us. The government of Kenya equally belongs to all the people of the Republic of Kenya. Let me also say the following, because this is a very important occasion. To underwrite that our judiciary works.
That is William Ruto. Went out to say that the sharing-holding narrative is not fit for the presidency. In fact, what Rigathi GACHAGUA faced is to say the truth. Most Kenyans come out to call for national unity, yet deep in the hearts they are the most tribal people, because politics in Kenya is done according to tribe. You clearly see that William Ruto wanted Kindiki as soon as yesterday. And now he has divided the mountain. To show you that William Ruto didn't want GACHAGUA to be in the presidency, even in his speech, he continued to say that he has been lonely at the top. First, it is true, without giving some feelings, there has not been enough synergies in the presidency, at least by the look of very many things. In fact, the divide, I think, emanated like 1 year ago. William Ruto started addressing press conferences alone. William Ruto would come out to defend government policies. That's the truth. There's a time GACHAGUA even went to Mount Kenya and told them that he's seeing something in the future. That was 1 year ago. So the cracks were there. So William Ruto came out to say that he has been lonely in the presence, and they asked Rigathi Gachagua to help him to deputize him, okay, to speak on government projects. And in that speech, he meant that Rigathi Gachagua was not doing what is correct. In fact, William Ruto said these statements.
My dear Professor Kindiki, I need your voice. I need your intellect to help me and to help members of our cabinet to profile the things we are doing, to speak to the things that we are doing. I have almost become a lonely voice in the executive, especially in the presidency, speaking about our projects, speaking about our programs, elaborating on what we are doing. You are eloquent, my brother. You are intelligent, my brother. I am confident that you will do that which I have missed for the last 2 years. I know you will.
That is William Ruto. You clearly see that the message was tailored to GACHAGUA, that he never helped his boss. But the reason is, one, the breakup was imminent. And I think the reason as to why the breakup was imminent is, part of it is GACHAGUA ascended to that position without enough experience. He was one time a member of parliament, not even heading a committee. Even when he's sworn in as president, he used to break a lot of protocol, because in history he never attained that position. Although the reason as to why I'm standing with him right now is that he was removed from office unconstitutionally, if that is the good English. That's the reason I'm standing with him. So by William Ruto coming out to say those statements, you clearly see that he tailored them for GACHAGUA, to tell Kindiki that he was working alone, that he never wanted GACHAGUA to be in the presidency because GACHAGUA was doing his own things. Okay, that GACHAGUA was tribal. Yet even William Ruto, in a video which circulated on social media, he came out to talk about shareholding narrative, and that was in Muranga. So the same person cannot come out to say those positions. In fact, I think he became comfortable. He just want, normally leaders across the country who want to whip their subordinates, want to surround themselves with people they can control. It's the reason as why in the last time of Uhuru Kenyatta, he wanted to sideline Ruto, because he saw Ruto as a person who would question a lot of things. Although on GACHAGUA it has happened too early. Okay? So William Ruto, you clearly seen that message. He was already tired of GACHAGUA, although he did it unconstitutionally. So if they are able to remove GACHAGUA, that means that Kithure Kindiki can never say anything or chart his own course. And for me, I do two things: that the mountain has been divided. If Rigathi Gachagua will be on the ballot in 2027, he will be voted by the majority Kikuyus. But Mountain Kenya is, that is Embu, Tharaka Nithi and Meru will vote for Ruto and Professor Kithure Kindiki. That's the fact. Okay? So we all know, we've been asking why William Ruto has been quiet. It was tactful that he kept quiet by doing the work in the sides. That's why we've seen CSS in these circles. Now he's coming out to finally talk about it in the presidential inauguration. Of course, that's my opinion. Do drop me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I employ you to subscribe, like and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.